Why do I believe the UFOs? Well, the main reason is because they are. There is.
You've seen...
It really is. I don't care what these academic types say.
You
really don't know
Shaun?
anything. But what did I see? Well, when I was 15, OK, I was a messenger boy for the post office, and I was going to work one morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and me and this kid who I didn't know, who was going off to Salford Grammar School or something, who was walking to the bus stop. It's just coming light. It's 7 o'clock. And we saw this thing going zigzag, zigzag across the sky. And then and don't forget, this is way before all the psychedelic drugs and, you know, and everything else. So, and then it stops, and then it starts zigzagging again, and stays there for a few seconds, and then shot off. You know, and I looked at this kid looked at me, we didn't say a word, and that was it.
And you believe, fundamentally, that it makes no sense that we would be the only creatures to have existed. There must be alien life forms.
Yeah, really, to be in the ever-expanding, massive, great universe that we're in the multiverse, and us being on our own, that's just ridiculous.
OK, well, Dr. Martin Archer, Ricky Gervais started a debate last night with me, actually, about just life and everything. He said, we're on a rock travelling around one of 100 billion stars. Our species is one of over 500 million that have ever existed.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to my fairly rational, cynical, journalistic head that we, human beings on this relatively small planet Earth,
would be the
only forms of existence out there. Why?
No, that's something I can agree with you. I think, and most scientists do think, given the vastness of the universe. Firstly, let's get this clear. What does UFO actually stand for? Unidentified flying object. Right. So I have no problem, Shaun, that you saw something and it was unidentified.
Right.
Now, the
and
leap
it was flying.
now, yes, and it was an object.
Yeah.
But the leap to saying, well, that's an alien spacecraft,
right,
I think is too far a leap.
OK, so in 1978, we had that sort of technology, yeah?
What?
We had that sort of technology, is that what you're saying, in 1978, to zigzagging lenses?
No, I'm saying, look, we've known for many... I mean, there are natural phenomena that can do...
Go on, that old one again, yeah.
Ball lightning...
Yeah, go on. I mean, they're more far out than the actual fact that these UFOs anyway, some of the excuses that these lot come up with.
No, because we've done these in experiments. We've got footage of very strange phenomena that we still don't fully understand yet, but we do know aren't alien spacecraft.
So you accept there are alien... forms out there. Aliens exist.
It's unlikely that there is no other life in the universe.
So once you accept that aliens exist, right,
yes,
why is it incomprehensible to you that UFOs might exist, transporting said aliens around the universe?
Because, you know, we have done more scientific studies than just looking at, but how do you know? Things like SETI.
How do you know?
How do we know? Well,
how do you know
we've
for
been
sure?
Searching for...
No, but
well, you can't... this is the...
Scientists always produce that thing called science, right?
Yes.
But it comes back to my debate about nothingness, right? What was there before the Big Bang, for example?
So we can...
Scientists sent
Susanna
a long-played record up in space.
Can I just answer Piers' question? Susanna had the right point in that you're conflicting words. OK, say you're at the North Pole. What's north of the North Pole? It doesn't make sense, right? It's the same thing. What happened before time existed?
Yeah, but my point is the human brain...
time.
Yeah, but my point is the human brain is incapable in terms of its power to comprehend that.
Exactly.
Which makes me think, because obviously there must have been something before nothing. There must be, right? What is it? We can't comprehend that.
Unless time began when the Big Bang happened.
There must be superior brains out there belonging to whatever, a god, an alien, whatever, that can comprehend stuff we can't comprehend.
No, and I can agree with your point that actually a lot of this stuff is beyond comprehension. And I do think that's why often people, when they see something that they can't explain, will make a giant leap and bring in something else. The deal of science is to then take a step back and try and go beyond that sort of evolutionary brain trying to make a leap.
It's not destroying my genes, he's just talking a load of nonsense, scientists, anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like stuff that we already know, you know. You can throw somebody in a swimming pool, throw them in, they'll just swim. A scientist will be debating whether doing that and doing that will take 3 years to see if his legs do that, and you can know that it'll swim. You know?
I mean, Shaun, I'm sure throughout your life...
That is the best anti-science theory I've ever heard espoused on national TV.
And yet, everyone in existence now in civilization is reaping the benefits of science and technology.
Yeah.
But there have been studies that have shown somewhere between 80 and 95% of sightings have already been disproved by extra evidence being
But that
brought
leaves,
in.
even by your accounting, that still leaves that more than 10% of sightings could be genuine.
But I'll take a quote from Carl Sagan, who was a person who was very much looking for extraterrestrial life, and even he would say that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and we haven't got that yet.
Final question for you. Are you still twisting my melons, man?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, 7 days a week, Piers.
What does it actually mean to twist your melons?
Well, actually, that came out of a Steve McQueen documentary. You know, I was watching a documentary about Steve McQueen, and one of the sort of big Hollywood guys there was describing McQueen, and he come in his office one day, and he's having an argument over something. He says, "You twisted my melon, man." So that's where that came from.
Well, what does it mean?
Well, it
You're
means
getting on my
being headed.
nerves.
You're irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do I twist your melons?
definitely.
Can I just point out, it's not melons, plural.
No.
It's melons, singular.
Twisting my... Do I twist your melon?
Every day. You're twisting my melon.
UFOs, nothingness and twisting your melon. It's
I
one
have
of those
seen
mornings.
one 30 foot away as well. Well, actually, 60 yards away, yeah.
Really?
It looked like it looked like it was made out of plastic. It looked like it was an airfix kit. There was no sign. I thought production was having a joke.
Brilliant.
Right? It's like 60 yards away and 30 foot up in the air.